Well, I can confirm that these eye patches are very much needed this morning. I kind of can't believe that I'm coming on camera looking like this, my goodness me, but I feel like sometimes you and I, it's kind of like, you know when you first start dating your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, you first start dating someone and obviously you don't want them to see the like worst sides of you. So, you know, when you wake up in the morning, like you quickly brush your hair or like splash some water on your face, and then you get more and more comfortable and more used to showing up not looking your best, and eventually it ends up like this, where I'm coming onto the internet with green under eye patches, no makeup, and honestly the world's worst hair in the world. But I actually did my first ever spin class last night, and my goodness me, did it kill. It absolutely killed. I went with a friend, which was quite nice, because I feel like if you're quite new to something, it's really nice to go with someone, because obviously if you don't know what you're doing, like they can kind of just like be there beside you. You don't feel as like exposed. I feel like it's the best way when you have to go to a new exercise class that you don't know. Everyone there was so lovely and it was actually so much fun. So as I said, I've never done a swim class before, never done anything like that. So like they turned off the lights, we had these like gorgeous like twinkly fairy lights, and you're like dancing to the music, and it's quite cool because it's literally, I mean, I'm sure so many of you know what spin class is normally like, but the way that they did it almost looked like a bar graph, and you've obviously got different like colours for different like lengths of time, so it like tells you how much you're like supposed to be doing it. And actually I think the hardest part was going up and down. Like sometimes when you're in the momentum of being at like 100% and then they tell you to drop down to like 30%, you'll be staying in the 60% area, but like you're like no, I really need to like drop it down. But the one thing I could not do, so purple was the hardest, and we only did purple for like 30-second stints each time. I couldn't hit it. I literally couldn't hit it. I was cycling as fast as I could, as hard as I could. Like I literally turned the gears up as much as my legs would take them, and I just couldn't hit the purple. I stayed in the red the whole time. I was like, for goodness sake. But I guess we always have to start somewhere. So yeah, that's where I'm starting out. Not being able to hit the purple, and then it's going to be my goal to go back each week and actually end up hitting it. So yeah, it was a really lovely class, but I literally came away, my legs were shaking. I have never sweated so much in my entire life. That's way TMI, but I honestly was dripping. I'm so glad my friend told me to bring a sweat towel, because it was not cute. And bless Alex, he had dinner waiting for me on the table when I got home, because it was quite a late class, so I didn't get home till about 8 o'clock, so he served me dinner. It's a really difficult one. The class is at 6:30, so I feel like it's too early to eat dinner before you go, because you have to leave at like 6 o'clock. But then by the time you're home, it's like 8 o'clock, so I was eating really late. And as you know, it's a real resolution for me this year to make sure I'm always eating dinner early, so that's a bit of an annoying one. But yeah, he had dinner waiting for me when I got home. He was like, oh, I've got dinner ready because I assumed you'd be starving. And I was like, thanks, but I actually feel a little bit sick because I worked so hard. But yeah, I felt really good for doing it, but I was so tired that I literally just jumped in the shower afterwards. I didn't even have time to like blow dry my hair or anything. I let it air dry, and I think it was still a little bit damp by the time I got into bed. So hair is not looking cute today. I'm gonna have a real mission on my hands trying to straighten this into somewhat of a bob. And yeah, I really need these under eye patches. These are the Pixie under eye patches. Actually, I got sent a new box of these, and it kind of reminded me how much I love them, because I still have quite a few left of my old one. So it's the Detoxify. Are these the same ones actually? No, this is a different colour. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. So the one that I've got is the Detoxify, which is a depuffing eye patch. That's a really great one when you're tired. This one is a Nutrify, which is a nourishing eye patch. Oh, this might be good to use in the evening. Instantly nourishes and soothing hydrogel patches. Under eyes feel rehydrated, calmed and replenished. Infused with rose to nourish and minimise appearance of redness. Aloe vera and chamomile softens, tones and calms. Hydrogel patches infused with delicate eye area with hydration have a depuffing effect. I love the sound of those. So yeah, very kind delivery from Pixie, so I'm going to add that into my collection. So I've got both of those there, but I'm using the Detoxify this morning because it is very much needed. But I actually have a super exciting day planned today. I've got some new things arriving, and I'm actually going to start packing because we are leaving for a holiday tomorrow. I don't think I've told you where we're going yet. we're actually going to the Canary Islands, which I am really looking forward to. I've done quite a few of the Canary Islands now. I think I've vlogged all of them as well. I think they'll be in my travel vlog playlist, which I'll leave linked down below. I've done Lanzarote. It was my first ever press trip to Lanzarote, and then I've done Tenerife twice, which I absolutely adore. It's like such a really fun island to go to. So this time we are going to Gran Canaria, which I've heard is a gorgeous one. It's one that loads of people recommend, loads of people go to and say it's just like a really good vibe. This is quite similar to Tenerife, but almost like a little bit of a step up. So yeah, we are heading to Gran Canaria. We're going to be leaving first thing tomorrow, and I am so looking forward to it. Just a little like 4-day weekend, long weekend break for the beginning of spring, to get a little bit of spring sunshine. I think it's about 25, 26 degrees over there, so like perfect weather just to like walk around in a gorgeous little dress, wear my summery clothes. I definitely need to get my sandals out. I need to get my stuff out of storage so that I'm ready to go for the holiday. So we're going to be starting packing today. So I'm going to let these eye patches sit for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to get myself ready for the day. Well, I think we can agree that that is quite an improvement on before hair is done. I've managed to tame it into submission. I must admit, I always find that my hair actually does feel healthier when I blow dry. I saw something on TikTok that said that it's better for your hair to blow dry. I can't remember the reasoning why, but I definitely agree. When I blow dry my hair, it just feels so much smoother, so much softer, and so much healthier. But yeah, hair is done. Makeup is done. I've also done my liner ever so slightly differently today. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but it was mainly different in the application because I have actually run out of my little sustainable cotton buds, and I was struggling to find some online that were in stock to reorder, so I've not got any at the moment. And I saw a video of a girl who did a makeup tutorial. I can't remember who it was for the life of me, but she used literally her pinky nail and she did the line, and then she literally went in underneath with her pinky nail. The same technique that I do with a cotton bud, but with her nail instead. And I feel like it has created such a sharp line. I'm like loving it, but it's very like small and very subtle, which I quite like. I do feel like subtle everyday makeup is the vibe that we like to go for summer. Which, speaking of, oh my goodness, there is something that I feel like has changed the game for me in my makeup bag, and that is the Laura Mercier powder. We unboxed this recently, and oh my word, I'm absolutely in love. You do need to be light-handed with this. I have made the mistake of applying too much, and if you apply too much, you are kind of a glitter ball. But this is it's called the Translucent Loose Setting Powder, the Light Catch-Up Powder, and this is in Celestial Light, which is the lightest shade. Hopefully when we go into summer, I'll be back to Honey Star, which is kind of like the middle shade. But this, oh my word, is basically the best like perfecting powder ever. At the moment, I'm not actually using foundation. I'm not wearing any foundation. I'm just kind of correcting with concealer. I'm doing a bit of concealer under my eyes, a little bit of spot correction, and then I will use the H2O Pixie Skin Tint, which I talk about all the time. I'm literally just bringing everything out from my makeup bag right now, but I'm literally running out of this. I'm gonna have to buy some more. The H2O Pixie Skin Tint, which is just a tinted face gel, so literally no coverage whatsoever. Like, it just kind of smooths and evens out your skin, but you apply the Laura Mercier powder over the top, and oh my goodness, you look like you have the most flawless skin. Like, it's really lightweight, really comfortable, but flawless. I'm absolutely in love. So that's what I have done today, and I feel like I've got a really nice natural skin day. It always makes me really happy when my freckles show through. I always find as soon as I start covering my freckles, you can really tell that I'm wearing foundation. You can really tell I'm wearing makeup. Looks a bit cakey, isn't cute. So I like something really light, natural and lightweight. So yeah, I will link that down below because oh my goodness, it's changed the game for me. But I am wearing my favorite little new look dress today. I've just been reaching for this so much. I actually did a video recently that you guys loved on my Instagram, and it was all about taking this dress from winter into spring. I showed you 3 different outfits, so like how to wear it when it's really cold, how to wear it when it's like, you know, transitioning, it's a little bit warmer, and then how to wear it in spring. And this you could even actually wear in summer as well. Like, all you could do is just some little instead of my UGG slippers, which are very trendy, wear some slides. Speaking of, need to start getting out my slides and sandals ready for our holiday. But as you can see behind me, I've got a new little unboxing to do with you guys with some really gorgeous spring pieces. I am adding more spring dresses into my wardrobe. Honestly, I just can't help it this time of year. I just get so excited. I get so inspired to like add new pieces in, buy new bits that are really just gonna like elevate my wardrobe. I'm gonna be able to wear And I do often get questions like, Ellie, do you actually wear all of the dresses you add into my wardrobe? And I really, really do. If you watch the vlogs, it's just what I live in. It's like my uniform in spring, summer. So I've got a couple of pieces that I also thought might be great for our holiday as well, so I can take some of these pieces away with me. So let me show you what I picked up. So I have been doing a little bit of shopping at Forevernew, which is one of those brands that I feel like just do the most gorgeous, timeless pieces. I have a couple of dresses in my wardrobe from Forevernew that are like 2-3 years old that I still reach for. They're so comfortable, they're so well made, they're just absolutely beautiful. So I have a few more dresses to show you to add into my spring and summer wardrobe. Now this first one might actually look a little bit familiar if you've been keeping up with all the spring vlogs, because I actually picked this up recently in the mini, but I then saw they released it in the midi. And I fell in love. I just couldn't help myself. I was like, I need that in my wardrobe. So yes, I am going to be that person that has the same dress in 2 different styles, the mini and the midi version. It's more like a mid-axie definitely on me. I feel like this is going to come to like ankle length, but oh my word, it's just absolutely beautiful. The blue of the florals is just so classic and so timeless. I actually also have this dress in the 2 years ago version, which is like pink florals, and I've worn it so much. Every time I wear it, I get so many compliments. It's really easy to wear, really easy to start, and so comfortable. It does actually come with a belt, but I find you don't need that at all because it's got this really gorgeous like cinched in waist, which is just such a lovely silhouette. I also love the fact that it's long sleeve, but they're organza, which I find really, really flattering and really easy to wear. So I was picturing this with like some little ballet flats here in the UK. Because it's more of a longer length, you could easily wear this with like a trench, a long line coat if it's still a little bit chilly, and then as soon as spring summer hits, chuck it off, get your arms out, maybe just put like a little jumper over your shoulders. I always love doing that, where you just tie the jumper around your neck. I feel like it's a great way to add a little bit of a layering piece, but still staying really, really spring-like. So I thought this was so gorgeous. I'm not thinking this one for my trip, but this one definitely for UK spring weather. I think this is just absolutely perfect. Oh my goodness me. I thought I loved the mini version of this dress enough, but this mid-axie, this is just beautiful. So I've just started up for kind of how I would wear it here now in the UK, and I actually think the trainers go so beautifully with this dress. Like, it just really casuals it down. What I really like about this is I feel like this is the kind of dress you can wear with trainers, a cute little 90s bag, like a shoulder bag, and it's a very cute little weekend look. Pair it with some heels and a gorgeous little clutch, and you can wear this to a wedding. Like, this is one of those really, really versatile dresses that are just great to add into your wardrobe. I do feel like the length difference makes such a huge impact on the dress. Like, I really, really love how this looks, and it pairs so well with the beige, my little white Chloe bag, which, considering there's no white in the dress, is actually quite surprising, but I feel like it just really, really works. The blue florals, oh my word, they are just absolutely stunning. I've got my little vest on underneath, please excuse that you can see that, but oh, it's just so beautiful. Love the organza sleeves, love the length. I've kept the belt on, but obviously you can take it off. It's really not needed because of the ruched in waist anyway, but just look at the pleats, look at the movement in that skirt. Oh, this is a dress you're going to be seeing a lot on my feed here on YouTube. I feel like I'm going to get so much wear out of this. Now this is one that I picked up with our trip in mind. I just thought this was the most beautiful summer holiday dress. Now it's a little bit different for me. It's got quite a few cutouts, a little bit open, it's a little bit skinny, but as in like lots of skin on show. But I really, really liked it. And the fact that it was like a midi, I thought actually, I feel like that's a really classy way of showing a little bit of skin. So it has these like cutout details in the middle here. This is just to kind of like show you what it looks like and hold the dress up. And I thought it was really, really super cute, especially if you're just wearing like a little swimming costume underneath. You've got your bikini on and you just want a dress to like shove over the top if you're like walking to the shops, or you know, you just like want to head out. This paired with like my Chloe slides and my new Chloe basket bag, I just think it's gonna look absolutely adorable. I really, really love the fact that it's this white linen fabric. I do have a Forevernew dress that is white linen that I got last year, if you remember that one with like little bows on the shoulder, and I wore it so much throughout summer. I feel like white linen you just cannot go wrong with. So I thought this would be a great addition into my wardrobe that I can take away with me on holiday. Considering how different this dress is for me, I do actually really like it. I think it is super, super cute for just like an easy summer holiday dress. It's super lightweight, which I really, really like. And the cutout details are actually super flattering. Like, it's not like you've got loads of skin on show. You can definitely tell that I've not fake tanned my stomach though. It looks so white and
comparison. But it's really cute actually. I think I really like it. Now I don't currently have a bra on at the moment, but I think a little bralette would work with this. Like you don't have to go completely braless if you don't want to, but actually I do think it looks okay. Love the puff shoulders. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. My only question is, should I have gone down a size? I went for my usual size. I think this is a UK 12 and maybe I should have gone for a 10. It's got a really, really stretchy waistband, so I feel like it could have just been a little bit tighter. But am I going to love the fact that it's loose when I'm away and it's hot and it's sunny? I'm not entirely sure, but I do think it's really cute. Love the length as well, especially paired with my Chloe sandals and my Chloe bag. It's the first time I pair them together and it's just the cutest little look. I absolutely adore this. I think this is definitely going to be coming away with me on our holiday. Now this next dress is a maybe take with me, maybe just for UK at spring. I haven't quite decided yet, but it's another really gorgeous linen look floral dress. I know I'm such a creature of habit, but there's a reason for it. I feel like I know what works in my wardrobe. I know what I'm going to get a lot of wear out of, what I'm going to get that cost per wear down, and what I'm going to be able to create lots of different gorgeous outfits from, and this dress is definitely one of them. It's another mini, and I just thought it was so, so cute. I do actually really love the Forever New minis. I feel like out of all the mini dresses that I add into my wardrobe, they're just so wearable, so versatile. They're like a really, really nice length as well. Again, it's got the belt, but another cinched in waist, so I really love that like really feminine silhouette, and I just fell in love with the pink blossoms. The reason why I'm unsure whether to take it away with me, because I do feel like when I get there, I don't know if it's going to be the right colourway. I feel like this is very much like British spring. Do you know what I mean? Like as soon as the cherry blossoms come out, all I want is like the pinks and the whites and the florals. I absolutely love it. So this could be a gorgeous one to shoot when the blossom trees do come out. I'm literally counting down the days because you know how much I adore my blossom shots, and obviously now being down in Hampshire in the countryside, I have so many more blossom trees to choose from that I can take my photos in front of. So I just thought this was such a beautiful addition into my wardrobe, one that I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of. I'm going to be able to style in loads of different ways, and let's be honest, this is probably one of the most me dresses I've ever picked up. Oh my goodness me, how gorgeous is this dress. Now that I've got it on, I'm like, this is a British springtime dress. Like, I don't think I'm going to take this away with me because it's the perfect thing to wear here in the UK in like March, April time when the weather starts to heat up. I'm getting so excited for the warm weather now. I've actually just paired it with some tan accessories and I really, really like it. The little mulberry bag, my little Bowden slides. I wonder if they still do these. If not, I'll find something similar and link down below because they're just so comfy and easy to wear. But look how gorgeous the dress is. The length, as always, is perfect with the Forever New dresses. They just nail the length, and I just love the silhouette of it. The fact that the shoulders are like, they're nice and like, not broad, but they're just quite structured without being puffy, which I really, really like. Obviously, I have done the belt up. You definitely don't need it because of this ruching. You could also add your own belt if you wanted to, like a little tan belt would look really, really cute. But I just think this is the most adorable little springtime dress. I am absolutely in love. And I'm not going to lie to you, I have saved the best till last. This is another British springtime dress that I know I'm going to get so much wear out of. Hello! Look at how stunning this is. It's actually quite weighty, which is why I think this is going to be perfect for British springtime, because you know when you want to be wearing the florals, obviously here in the UK weather can be a bit temperamental. It's not always like the hottest in March and April, so this is like the perfect thing that you want to wear at that time of year. It's this absolutely stunning midi. It's got like a really, really full skirt, which I love. The button detail going down it is just gorgeous. It's got these like gold buttons. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see them, but they are absolutely stunning, and the fabric and print of this, oh my word, there's so many design details in this as well, which makes the dress look so much more expensive than it actually is. Love the fact that you've got the florals, you've got the collar, you've got the organza sleeves, you've also got, if you can see, this kind of like trim running down. It's like lacy trim, which is just absolutely stunning. I have a feeling this is going to be a dress that I get so much wear out of this spring because it's just absolutely gorgeous. And I know all of these dresses have quite a similar silhouette and quite a similar framing, but I do feel like Forever New do that framing perfectly. Like so many of their dresses have this kind of silhouette and style, and I feel like it really, really works because it's just so timeless. It's not like trendy at all. It's just classic and beautiful, which is what I really want to be adding into my wardrobe this spring. So I feel like this has just been the perfect spring dress haul. So many gorgeous pieces to add into my spring wardrobe, and it's getting me so excited for the warm weather. Oh, it's definitely safe to say that this has been the most successful haul I think I've ever done. I'm in love with every single one of these dresses. They all feel so me. I feel like they're all different enough, but like the fact that they have quite similar silhouettes, obviously they're all florals except the one linen one. I feel like they really are just so representative of my personal style, which is what I really love about these. And this one is just, I feel like this is the showstopper of the outfits. Now, it does have a white base, but I think you could get away with wearing this to a wedding if you are looking for another wedding guest dress, if you went for like some heeled espadrilles. All I would say is check with the bride. If ever you're unsure about it, check with the bride. But the whole point of not wearing white to the royal wedding is so you don't look like the bride. This doesn't look like a bride dress to me. Like, it very much looks like a wedding guest dress. So I reckon you'd be fine in this. But for me, it's just going to be the most perfect English countryside garden party, barbecue dress. It might be great. My little brother is graduating this year. It might be great for a graduation outfit. I feel like there's loads of different things that I will be able to wear this with. I've gone for the Chloe accessories again because I feel like they really, really work with the dress. They're just so, so beautiful and really pull in the kind of like summery vibes of it. But oh wow, this dress is just an absolute showstopper. Look at the pleating as it goes down. I love the skirt detail, love the lace detail on the dress. I feel like it really just elevates it so, so much. And this silhouette, I don't know a single person that doesn't suit this kind of like fit and flat silhouette. It's just so timeless, so classic, and so gorgeous. So I'm gonna stop gushing about it now, but I want to keep some for the rest of the day. I'm so, so in love with it. So packing has officially started. I've started pulling some pieces from my wardrobe, bringing out some bits from summer last year, and just planning a few outfits because seeing as though we're only going away for literally 4 days, we figured there's not really much point in paying for a big hold luggage. So we're just going to be taking hand luggage with us because we're not there for all that long. And obviously summer pieces are a little bit lighter, a little bit easier. So I literally just have one little suitcase that I can take. Obviously, you can bring my handbag and stuff on the plane as well, but I have one teeny tiny little suitcase to bring with me, which I feel like is going to be a real testament to my planning skills, my packing skills, and my styling skills to make sure that I've got all the outfits that I need whilst we're over there. So I've just been pulling a few pieces and really trying to like start curating the perfect holiday wardrobe so that I have everything that I need with me whilst we are over there. I pulled out a few accessories. I'm definitely going to be taking my little Chloe Woody handbag because I absolutely adore her, and I think my Loewe basket bag, and I think that's all I'll need. That's more of like an everyday one. That can be everyday, but it's a bit smaller, so I think that'll be good for everyday and evening. And of course I'm going to bring up my Woody slides. Just to say as well, by the way, if you are maybe planning a early spring sunshine holiday, a bit of a spring summer holiday, and you're looking for some more like seasonal bits, I would definitely recommend checking out Farfetch. Obviously you can still use my discount code LEFF10 and that gets you 10% off your first order, and it's such a great one to use, especially on pieces that are absolutely like summer staples and items that you're going to have in your wardrobe for a really, really long period of time. You know what I'm like, especially with like my dresses, I really like high street dresses. Obviously I'd say Forever New's kind of like in the middle, it's a bit more premium high street, and then I love mixing it in with my more like luxury purchases, so things like designer shoes, designer handbags. I mean, I've literally had these Chloe slides in my wardrobe for about 4 years now. I think I got them pre-pandemic, and they have been great. I've brought them out every single summer. They're so comfortable, they're so versatile, and they bring out a different variation and version of them every single year. So I'll leave a link to them on Farfetch because it's a great time to pick them up, because I definitely have noticed the price has increased every single year. So they are an item that clearly value is being added to them. But I brought my dresses out and I think I've got it nailed with regards to like daytime outfits. Let me see if I can put you down here and I can show you. Okay, I've just got you balanced on a bottle of hairspray, so I'm praying that you don't topple over, but I thought I would just show you the dresses whilst we are over here. So first of all, we've got this really, really gorgeous number that you would have seen I picked up really recently from River Island, and I picked it up with the holiday in mind. I need to take the label off because I've not actually worn it out yet, but it's this really gorgeous like leafy tropical print, which I think is so perfect. And I feel like the Canary Islands, the like whites and green tones just really, really work over there. I'm definitely going for a little bit of like a colour palette with regards to what I'm wearing. So this is a really gorgeous one. It's got a slip that goes on underneath, and I'm debating whether this should also be my travel outfit. I'm not gonna lie,
I'm really struggling with regards to travel outfits because we're actually going to be leaving the house at about 4 a.m. We've got a 3 a.m. alarm tomorrow morning, which is going to be super, super fun. And obviously it's freezing here in the UK. I feel like going from like an early spring to summer holiday is really tough because obviously it's such a big like difference, and you want to be wearing something comfortable on the plane, but also you don't want to be too hot when you get there. Like obviously it's going to be pitch black first thing in the morning when we leave, but by the time we get there it's about midday and we want to just get off the plane and head straight out. So I'm thinking of bringing my makeup bag like literally on the plane, doing my makeup on the plane, and just making sure that I'm ready to go as soon as we get there, because we don't want to waste a day. I really hate it when you arrive and you take ages like faffing and unpacking, like getting sorted. Like no, we just want to get going and get exploring. So I'm thinking this might be a good one for my travel outfit, and I can apply like a little cardigan over the top, a coat, things like that. So I've got this one, which I love. I then have the new H&M dress, lots of newness over here. This is why there's so much newness being added into my wardrobe, because obviously I've got holidays planned, the season's changing. It's such a fun time to shop right now. So you would have seen it, this really, really gorgeous H&M pleated number. It's one that just looks like nothing when it's like this, but as soon as the belt is like cinched in, it is absolutely gorgeous, and I feel like this is going to be a really, really lovely one. You'll notice a lot of these dresses are very covered, and even though it's hot, it's about 24, 25. I like to be wearing like loose but covered materials. I'm someone that burns so easily, and especially if my skin's not used to being in the sun, oh boy, that is a recipe for a heat rash. I get heat rash so badly, so all of these pieces are hopefully going to stop that. I also have very particular like sun creams that I'll use. So yes, this is another gorgeous one. It's just like a really lovely lightweight chiffon fabric, so that will be beautiful. I then have the really, really gorgeous Les Mas number from Farfetch, the little fishy number, which I love. I feel like this is just going to look so cute over there. Obviously it's an island, it's tropical, like I just think this is going to work so well, and I feel like all of these pieces work really well with like the Chloe accessories. I'm really debating what other shoes that I want to bring with me. I'm thinking maybe just like black slides. Then of course I'm going to take the new forevernew dress, the really gorgeous cutout number. I feel like it's just really fun, especially like with a bikini or a swimming costume underneath. I think it's going to work really well. And I know we're only there for 4 days, but I have brought one more dress as kind of like a just in case, because I also feel like this one could be worn for like an evening. It's actually an older forevernew one. You can tell how creased up it is. It's been in storage for a little while, so I do need to give this a steam before we go. But I got it last year and I've not actually worn it yet. I got it right at the end of summer, and it's just such a beautiful one. It's a really gorgeous, like really similar fabric to this one over here, like linen-esque fabric, really, really lovely. And it's the only mini one, so just in case I do want to wear a mini dress one night, I think this would be a really, really nice option. So these are kind of like my day dresses, and then in terms of nighttime, I've just gone for like all black. It is a little bit chilly over there at night, so one of my nighttime outfits is this really gorgeous new look number. It's just like a ribbed bodycon dress, which I really, really like, and it's got a bit of a scoop neck, so it might be quite nice just to kind of like pull down to like the edge of my shoulder, so I've got a little bit of skin showing. I definitely need to fake tan again before I go tomorrow, but I thought that could be a really, really nice one. And then other than that, I've just kind of got like plissé trousers, and a little slip skirt that I think will work really, really well for evening looks. Got 3 evening outfits and then 5 daytime outfits, and then of course a couple of swimming costumes as well. I will be bringing my Hansa G swimming costumes, which again, you can shop at Farfetch for 10% off. I don't know anywhere else that offers discounts on Hansa G, so it's definitely a good one to make the most of. So I'm probably going to bring like 2 or 3 swimming costumes as well, just in case we want to lay by the pool. So yeah, I feel like outfit wise, I'm pretty darn sorted. Just in case you don't know what the Hansa G swimming costumes look like, so they're these really, really gorgeous. They're like this kind of really weird like bubbly fabric, but they are the most flattering swimming costumes I've ever worn. So I've got this really gorgeous one that's like a kind of square neckline. I wore this one when we were in Chewton Glen, and they are just such stunning swimming costumes, like really, really easy to wear. They're one size, and look, they look tiny when you first get out, but my goodness, do they stretch. So I've got this black one, which has got a really gorgeous like spaghetti strap, and then I've also got a green one that I think I'm going to be taking. It's just like a really lovely sage green. I do also have a black one that's a scoop neck, but I can't seem to find that at the moment, so I think I need to go hunting for that. I normally wear that one to the gym, so maybe it's in my gym bag. So just having 3 swimming costumes will be great, because then it just means that I've got like a fresh one for each day. So yeah, just to show you those, they're fabulous. A great one to make the most of the Farfetch discount code. I know I keep talking about it, but I know how much you guys always love to make the most of it. Okay, on to toiletries, makeup, skincare, and all of that good stuff that we're going to have to whittle down and take very, very minimal. This is the sun cream that I was talking about, by the way. It's a Ultra Sun Professional Protection SPF 50, and this is the best thing in the world if you have sensitive skin, if you burn easily, and if you get heat rash. It's the only sun cream I've ever used that actually stops me from getting heat rash. I do have to be careful. I'm not the kind of person that can easily have my shoulders out all day in the sun, but this is such a good one. It's water resistant, perfume, mineral oils, emulsifiers, silicones, and all of that free. So, and it's an advanced Swiss sun care made in Switzerland. So yeah, it's a great one. And this is a 100 milliliter bottle, so I can just about take that with me as long as I take that out of the packaging. So I've got my 2 makeup bags here. So one of them is going to be obviously my toiletries in terms of what I can take on the plane with my liquids, and then one of them can be my actual like makeup bag. Now I'm really going to have to whittle it down. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to bring my Laura Mercier powder with me. I do actually have this Code 8 one that I can take instead, which is fabulous. It is a little bit broken, so hopefully it doesn't break anymore on the flight, but it's the only set powder I actually own at the moment. It's the only thing I hate about loose powder is obviously you just can't take it away with you. So I'm going to try and really keep it as precise as possible. So in terms of base, of course, we've got the Bobbi Brown primer and protection. Really love this. It's an SPF 50, so I'll take that with me. The H2O skin tint with my concealer. I'm using the Laura Mercier concealer at the moment because it's quite a nice lightweight one. Although it's quite light, I might switch that out for my Bobbi Brown one. Should I grab my Bobbi Brown one? Yeah, I might. I think that one's in here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to take the Bobbi Brown one because if you look at those 2 colours, the Bobbi Brown is much darker, and I'm hoping obviously with the fake tan I'm going to be a little bit bronzed out there, so those 2 can go in there as well. In terms of face, I think I'm just going to take the Hourglass palette. I really like this because it has everything you need in it, like literally everything in terms of bronzer, blusher, eyes and stuff like that. One of my best techniques is using your bronzer for your eyes. It's such a good way of like making the most of your makeup bag. I'm then going to take, again for eyes, mascara. This is the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. Really love this. And then the Bobbi Brown shimmer stick in this darker colour. This is in, what colour is this? Golden bronze, and it's a really nice one just to like create a bit of a smudge. I don't think I'm going to be able to do my like liner when I'm out there because I don't exactly want to be taking something this size with me. So I think I'm just going to take that and then just keep the makeup really basic and minimal. Eyelash curler, of course, we definitely need that. My Bobbi Brown brows. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, I've actually been doing my brows a little bit differently. I feel like they're a lot lighter than I used to do them. But I used to like fill them in with the Dior pencil, like the full brow. I now only fill in the kind of edge bits because my brows actually like stop here. So I fill this edge bit in and then the rest of it, I literally just use the Bobbi Brown Natural Brow Shaper in neutral brown. Such a difference. I feel like when I would watch my vlogs back, I would always look at my brows and be like, they just look really heavy, and the only way to get them like the same is to fill them in completely. But actually I'd rather that they just looked a little bit different and they weren't too like heavy on my face. So I'm going to take those 2. Of course I need my sponge, my Beauty Effect sponge, my makeup sponge. It's so good. And I think that might be it. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I will need with me. Maybe I'll take the other Bobbi Brown shimmer stick as well. This is in golden pink and it's a really lovely one just for a bit more of an evening look. And then of course the Code 8 powder, and then obviously just grab my makeup brushes as well. I think that's all I'm going to need in terms of all of my makeup and skincare. I think that should be a really easy one. Take that one as well. Makeup brushes. And it just means that I don't have too much with me. So literally, that's all I'm going to be bringing. So I'm proud of myself for that. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, skincare, that's what I'm missing. I'm like, there's definitely something. So skincare is so stripped back at the moment and so basic. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to have room in here for this LMS one. I might have to ask Alex to take my sun cream. Boys have it so much easier than us when it comes to toiletries. Maybe I could take the Clinique Moisture Surge, but this is an overnight mask technically, but I kind of just use this as an everyday moisturizer. And then in terms of the other skincare bits, literally just the Skin Ceuticals HA Intensifier, so the hyaluronic acid, and the Clinique Moisture Surge Eye Serum. And that's all I'm going to do. So that should all fit quite nicely. Yeah, if I do that one, then that all fits in the regulation bag, and then the rest of it is obviously non-liquids, can go in here. So that kind of works. Yeah, I feel like that works. That's all I'm going to take with me. Super stripped back. I feel like I'm doing really, really well in terms of just taking it back to basics. I've actually impressed myself with my packing skills today. I was expecting the suitcase to be bulging. Normally it takes me hours to like sort it and get everything ready, and like I've got to weigh it and I've got to sort it. I'm done. I cannot believe it. And the suitcase doesn't even look overly full. I've just left it open. I always like to leave it open so that in the morning I can just chuck in the last minute bits like my toothbrush and things like that. So yeah, it's all good to go. I've got all of my clothes in this section, and then this section of shoes, you know, makeup, PJs, swimming costumes, so it's all in there ready to go. So I've got my suitcase, and then I've also got for my handbag, my Longchamp La Pliage. This has become literally my everyday handbag. Like, I've worn it so much, and especially because it's in the black, it is the perfect thing for traveling, for going into London, for going to work, because it squishes down, like you can chuck it in front of the seat in front of you, and there's no bother about it not fitting or anything like that. But it still looks beautiful, like it doesn't crease or fold or anything like that. It's just such a gorgeous handbag, so going to be taking that with me. And then in terms of footwear, I'm going to wear my Vejas. Obviously it's going to be freezing here in the UK when we leave, but I want to make sure that we're good to go when we arrive. So I'm going to wear the Vejas with the gorgeous River Island leaf print dress. I think that's going to be the perfect travel outfit. It's got the slip underneath. I can always put on leggings if I want to. I can chuck those on underneath as well if I'm really, really chilly. But I'll also have my Bowden cardigan, this cashmere cardigan. It's just the softest, coziest, warmest thing in the world. So it's a great one to take with me, especially if it's like chilly in the evenings when we're there, because I do think the temperature is going to drop. So it just means I can chuck it over my shoulders and I am good to go. So I feel like almost a little bit unnerving that I'm this ready and this prepared and this packed, because normally it's like a mad rush the night before. But I think almost because I've had to whittle it down so much, and I've had to like obviously strip back what I'm bringing, I think it's really, really helped, because I've had to be organized, I've had to plan ahead, and I've had to make sure that I know exactly what I'm going to be taking. I really do feel like I'm bringing like a curated capsule holiday wardrobe with me. So hopefully I'm going to have everything that I need over there, and I'm not going to have a, oh, I wish I brought that moment. So hopefully this is it. I am packed and ready to go. So the next time you see me, I'll be sunning myself in Gran Canaria. Of course I'm going to be vlogging the trip. So if you hadn't hit that subscribe button already, make sure you hit it now. And if you've got to the end of this video, leave the word sunshine in your comment down below, or the sun emoji. I always love knowing who gets to the end. It just makes me so happy when I see your comments down below, especially because sometimes I forget after I've like edited and exported and uploaded the video. I sometimes forget I do that, and then I see so many comments and I'm like, why are there so many comments with sunshine in the comment? And I'm like, oh yeah. So I always love it when you guys do that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the vlog here. I think I'm just gonna spend the rest of the evening feeling really smug about myself that I'm all packed and ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the new pieces. I hope you enjoyed packing, planning, and getting ready for my little early spring sunshine holiday. If you've got anything booked as well, I hope you have the best time, and I will see you when I'm in Gran Canaria. Bye guys.